The following message has been co-signed by the divine and sponsored by spirits. Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back to deliver the latest timeless collective channel message for a download series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always be the one with the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have answers. You can find those facts on the website located in the title of this live, raw, real, uncut, unedited, unscripted broadcast. And after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah, okay. So everything said the download was the title, and then they said, nope, soft rollout, Nesara, Gesara. I had a conversation with a friend of mine yesterday, and this subject came up, and now it's coming up again in today's download. So we're gonna channel some messages. I don't know a whole lot about this subject. What I do know is I channeled something about this years ago it came through, that there would be a redistribution of wealth and power on earth. And then I learned that there's a name for it, and like this shit has been in the books for years. I believe, since the 60s or something like that. The 60s or 70s. Yeah, during the 60s. People have died for this, okay? A lot has happened in our society for this. Nesara, Gesara stuff. It's a redistribution of wealth and power. And so what's coming up in our world is they're talking about eliminating debt for loans, student loan debt. And so the question arises, is this a soft rollout of Nesara and Gesara? Okay. We're going to start off with the Bruker message. I pulled your Alpha and Omega messages. We pull them first. We read them last. They're sitting up here waiting their turn at the end of the session. The Bruker message, it came out. You allow your emotions to rule under the influence of pity, not love. Later, the folly of your mistake will cause complications and misunderstandings. So, and that's what we were talking about is people are getting their panties in a bunch because of, people are getting their panties in a bunch because there's being, this is happening. Well, is this a soft rollout? We're going to start with a yes or no. Okay. And it's coming out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9th card says yes. And I was nervous about doing this. I'm not going to lie, because I did this yesterday when I was talking to my friend, and I got a yes then too. It was the 4th card when I did it yesterday, and it was the Ace of Swords, which said that's the truth, and it's going to bring stability. Now it's the 9th card, and it's the Ace of Wands, which talks about the seed of a new beginning. And because it's the 9th card, it's telling me that this is going to be a fresh start. It's a reset. It's a reset. It's a fucking reset that's happening. Yeah. So, and that's what I had channeled about. So in the reading that I'm talking about, it was years ago. I can't even tell you what was the name of the reading, as much as I would love to point you to the exact reading. It's there somewhere in the history of the channel. It was like something entitled about a conversation between God and Gaia have decided that it's time, something along those lines. They gave me 9 cards for a reason. So we're going to start. I'm going to put that Ace of Wands right in the center because we got a yes. We're going to start this show right here. Okay. Ace of Wands in the center saying yes. In the physical world, damn, the universe. In the spiritual, the Five of Pentacles. In the emotional, the Five of Pentacles. In the headspace, the Four of Pentacles. In the spiritual, the King of Pentacles. Okay. And the outside influences in the physical, the Queen of Wands. Emotional, Nine of Swords. Intellectual, King of Wands. And the Queen of Pentacles in the spiritual. So this is a reset. And what is this going to look like for us? This is a soft rollout of Nesara and Gesara. Your monetary system, the balance of power financially is going to shift. That's what it's talking about, okay? It is the universe. This is the World card, Major Arcana 21. This is a major change. It's going to affect the entire fucking globe. Hello, it's going to affect the entire globe. All of Earth will be affected. That's Gesara. Okay. And I hear, there's certain places where this has already started happening. The Five of Pentacles. People have been feeling left out in the cold. They have been. And this is to change that. People have been feeling like they don't have enough, struggling. You have to get in so much debt just to fucking live. Even if you own your house, you still got to pay taxes on that shit every year. Like, what the hell? You got to pay for everything. You got to pay to eat. Damn near. Some people even pay for air. I'm seeing the air buying. Y'all seen that in the mall? They got them little booths. You can go pay to breathe in the air. We pay for our water. We pay for our food. Farming is illegal in certain places. Is that the way you think the Creator designed our world to be? Is that what you think that He had planned for us? Do you think that when God created one big giant earth, that it was designed to have imaginary lines that say you can't cross here, you can't cross there, and all this other stuff? I don't know about all that, but my common sense says no. But what I do know is there is a restructuring of finances. Spirit's like, yep, it's time to bring the power back to the people, okay? In the headspace, we have the Four of Pentacles. So this is part of the divine plan to bring stability, to bring balance, okay? People are going to be freaked out about this. Yeah, they're going to have some emotions about this. Some people are going to be pissed off. They're going to say, well, I struggled to pay back my loans. How dare you get your loans forgiven? Well, shit. How do you know these people ain't been struggling? You know, it's funny. When you ain't got no money in your bank account, the bank will charge you for that. Hold on, I already don't got no money in my bank account. Why are you charging me $35? I didn't even know I didn't have money left in my bank account. Why are you charging me $35 extra for every time when I didn't? First off, I clearly ain't got it. Why don't you just let me pay that shit back later? Don't y'all have all the fucking money anyways? I'm just saying, like, there's been a big imbalance. People have been feeling like they don't have enough. They're trying to hold on to what they have, but the universe here, God is saying it's wrapping it up. It's wrapping it up. Look, still somebody here still in debt from Washington Mutual because of that. Yeah. Let me tell you about Washington Mutual real quick since you bring it up. I was very meticulous about my accounting when I had that bank. And let me tell you what I discovered. My balance kept shrinking with no fucking reason for it to shrink. I was keeping track of every penny going in and every penny coming out. Somebody was siphoning money out of my account. And it was invisible. I sat on the phone one day with the Washington Mutual associate. I think I sat on the phone with them for like 4 or 5 hours. No bullshit. Going through every fucking transaction in my ledger. And I had everything on there. And theirs matched mine in the records. But the balance did not balance out with what should have been there. Money was just disappearing into thin air out of my account. So watch your accounts. You know, call and complain about that shit. It's funny because after I complained about it, all of a sudden one day my money showed up in my account. It was up to the tune about like $250, something like that. Actually, they're showing me it was $287. And here's the thing. To some people out there, like these motherfuckers that have Everything. You know, like the people that get to charge you money when you ain't got money in your account? $287 ain't shit to them. But for me, it was a lot. That was part of my rent. That was part of my bills. I fucking needed every dollar I worked for. So this system has been set up imbalanced. The system has been set up imbalanced. And what's happening here is there's a reset happening. You're barely beginning to see the first fruits of that with this loan forgiveness thing. It's gonna get bigger. It's gonna get bigger. I've avoided political talk very much, but I know a lot. I know a lot. Not as much as some of my friends. I have some very smart friends. And the friend that I have in mind right now has personally read himself over 8,000 different documents and reports and different shit. Whatever the CIA releases, whatever this study is, whatever that study is, and knows people in high places, highly educated people in high places. So we have conversations, and there's like this knowledge sharing, information sharing that happens. It's a beautiful thing. And guess what? That's what's about to happen with our money. Oh, yeah, that's what's about to happen with the money. They're going to have to break bread. They're going to have to break bread. There's been a lot of criminal things that have been done by people who have positions of power, criminal acts, because they hold positions of power. They get away with all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit. But those ruling parties are being overthrown. I just shared a TikTok video to my YouTube community and my Facebook, my personal Facebook. It talks about 2018. They finally stopped this U.S. program that was purchasing fetuses that were aborted but could have survived as preemies for unethical research and use. The United States government was involved in that. So my channel will be here because it's protected, just like me. See, everything I own is blessed, safe, and protected. I'm blessed, safe, and protected. So I'm going to talk about this today. I'm not going to talk about this every show. I'm not going to talk about this all the time. Only when Spirit says so. Only when I'm guided to talk about this. Most days, I'm just going to talk about empowering you, because the more I focus on the bullshit, the more I empower that. But today we're creating awareness. And what I want to create awareness with you all around the world is there is a global financial reset happening right now. Get ready, folks. And with our collective focus and knowing in that, learn, educate yourself about Nesara. Watch as it unfolds. See it for yourself. We can lend our co-creative abilities to support this, to enhance it, to augment it, to support it. Don't be stuck in this lack and limitation feeling, not having enough, always feeling like you're broke. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Spirit's got your back. And in that first reading that I did, something about Gaia and God had a conversation and decided there will be a redistribution of wealth and power. Something like that was the title of it. One of y'all is going to do the research on my channel. Send me the link so that way I can share it to the community tab and keep tabs of what it is, and then I'll always know the title. But it was what was the cards? It was the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, if I remember correctly, that came out. I think it was the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, and it came out as God and Gaia having a conversation, saying the energy is right now. It's time for this reset. The imbalance of power. The imbalance of power must be balanced. See, that's the thing about this planet. These people can try to hold on all they want to their ill-gotten gains and power and wealth. All the bullshit that they've done in the dark, kidnapping children, sex trafficking, fucking murder, more murder. Yeah, all that shit that they've done. Harnessing dark entities and dark powers, cannibalism, child molestation, rape, pillaging. They can try to hold on with all their darkness all they want to. But the thing is, we live on a planet where balance is the law. Balance is the law. Everything must balance out. And they got away with it for so long. And it's been a little while since we talked about this. They got away with it for so long because they had some help. They had some help. They talk about the Jehovah Anunnakis who came here and put some energy on Earth. We're going to call it some energy on Earth. And what it was it was a lock on the magnetic flow on Earth, and it caused a reversal. So for so long, you said to yourself, I'm a good person. I only do good. How come, you're supposed to get what you put out there. And you said to yourself, but all I put out is positivity and love. And why is it always so fucking hard? And why does it seem like the evil people are the ones that thrive, and the dope dealers, the gangbangers, the motherfucking extortioners, all of this shit? Why is it that they get ahead? Well, it was that way because that lock was reversing the magnetic flow of the energy on Earth. You were pretty much up shit's creek. Everything was feeding negatively. Everything was feeding negatively. But what Spirit showed me, and all of this is channeled information. I can't point you to documents. There may be documents out there to support it. There may be documents out there to support it. Fucking the CIA probably knows this shit and has released a fucking report, or they have a classified fucking report that can't be shown until 20 years later after it's fucking being typed. Oh, and it will be redacted. I heard, and it will be redacted. But, yeah, COVID was the fallout of that magnetic lock being broken. Whatever they did to reverse the flow of magnetics was broken. It was broken. COVID was a physical side effect of that happening. They said, hold on to your seats. There's going to be so much more in this. There's going forward. Continue to work your energy. Some of y'all said, I've been working this positivity, saying affirmations, and it just seems like it doesn't work. Okay, I get it. First off, stop saying it doesn't work. But part of why it didn't work for so long was because this energy had to settle. This new energy had to settle. And it's not that it's a new energy. It's the way the planet was set to be before it was tampered with by the powers that be. And how did the lock break? How did that lock break to right the flow of magnet? Now, before I go into that, one day, years ago, I get a call from my same friend. And my friend says, there's water that I cross when I go to Vegas. I cross the water. And I stop and I look at the water, and the water is always flowing in the same direction. But this time, I looked and the water was flowing in the opposite direction. That's the only evidence I have of the reversal of the flow of magnetics. That's what it would take to make the natural flowing water in a river circle in the opposite direction, is the reversal of the magnetics. So it could flow in the way it was intended to, which means now all the positive energy you've been putting out, it is able to come back to you, because there's no longer this siphon off of our positive energy, off of this high vibrational energy, holding that high frequency. And some people, they managed to do it, but you know what? They were tapping into darkness. They were tapping into dark energy. That's why you saw those who did the dirty deeds, who took advantage of others, who manipulated others, who were abusive, who did, oh God, just the most grotesque of things, thrived on planet Earth, found themselves in power positions. But when my friend saw that with his own two eyes, it was evidence that the magnetics were now flowing in the direction that they were intended to. I didn't know anything about these magnetics. I didn't know anything about this. I had never heard of such a thing. The phrase I used, Jehovah and Anunnaki, that came here, I didn't learn about that until like last year. I've been knowing about this magnetics. I channeled it in years ago. So this is affecting all of Earth. This is affecting all of Earth. Part of that is going to see a financial reset, a power reset. So things are changing in your world. And the message we want to give to you is use your creative energy. A lot of people are going to be pissed the fuck off. A lot of people are going to be pissed the fuck off. Why? Because they're losing their power? They're losing their power. It's going to put a lot of people in fear. You know, a lot of changes have happened already on planet Earth. For those of you who are aware of reptilians and lower vibe energies, so much has changed. So much has changed. But it's got to be introduced to our society very subtly, very at a soft, easy pace. Because although some of us are ready to know this, we got to go do the fucking research and find out on our own, because our mass society would go through a mental breakdown if they knew everything. So for those of you who are in the know, who are ready to accept this, do some research if you want to dig down the fucking rabbit hole. You don't have to, because it's happening no matter what. It's happening. It's already in there's no stopping this now. There is no fucking stopping this. It's done. It's done. It's already done. Abracadabra. It's done. It's done. It's already done. When you see the way your world works and your society shifting, it may seem unusual. It could put you into fright. It could put you into some discomfort. And I see that the ones who are having their power and their wealth stripped from them. I heard stripped from them. It's being stripped from them. Oh, they're going to be flailing about. You know, when you're in a fight for your life, you give the best fight you've ever given. That's what the fuck some of us are seeing. You know, that's what the fuck we're seeing all over the place. They know. They know that it's over for them. Yet they still try to hold on. They're still trying to hold on. I'm not going to tell you who they are. Do the research. You'll find out. Yeah. They're flailing about. They're pissed the fuck off. What can we do? There's nothing we can do. Gaia decided. God decided. There's nothing they can do to stop this. They're going to be knocked down from their power. They're going to be put in a humbled position. There is a humbling that's about to happen. You are going to see a lot of people spiral into chaos and fear. We've already been seeing it. We've already been seeing it. It's going to be more. Some people will not be able to grasp this. It's going to be so scary to them that they're going to want to check out. They're going to want to check out because it's too much for them. Don't let it frighten you. Stand in your light. Stand in your light. Stand in your power. I heard, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. It's time. It's time that you're, they just showed me. They just showed me another scripture. There's a scripture that talks about the one who was seated in the place of less prominence being put in the prize position. Now, that's not a quote from the scripture, but this is what they just showed me. And they showed me there's a scripture. For whatever reason, they don't want me to quote it exact, or they would have gave it to me exact. But there is, do y'all remember the movie Trading Places? And this came out in the reading recently. One of these readings was talking about trading places. I told you something about that. There was karmic repercussions. Little did I know, apparently I was channeling about this. Which reading did that come out in? It came out recently that there was a trading places happening. And yeah, it's just like that old school movie. The rich, wealthy people who treated the ones without like crap were, they treated the homeless guy really poorly. And then little did they know, there was a switch that happened. Yeah, there was a switch that happened that led to their becoming homeless, and him, the very, very ones that they were making fun of, teasing and making their life harder, becoming in the wealthy position. That's what happened in the movie. This is what's happening in our society. Okay? So, we want you to hold your faith, trust, in the process. Some scary shit could be happening. There's going to be some scary shit happening. It's going to be different. You haven't seen this before. Nobody has seen this before. Nobody has seen this before. But there's a bunch of fugazi that's going to be set to copacetic. Hello, there's a bunch of fake shit that's going to be put in excellent order. There is a reformation happening on Earth. There are changes happening. This is what we are here for. As all these changes are happening in our society, there are those of us who know how to ground ourselves, how to transmute energies, and how to stay in that high vibration. We are anchoring in this energy. We are a part of it. You don't even know the side effects of what you do. You don't know all the side effects of what you do. You think you know what you're doing. You only know the immediate what you see in front of your face. You only know immediately what you see in front of your face. Things are changing, and you don't know how you're holding that space of high vibration, of love, of care for humanity, of kindness, of justice, which also involved you standing up for yourself. They're saying if you have recently stood up for yourself and declared that you will see justice in some sort of way, guess what? You're part of grounding this energy at this time. A lot of light has come in through these wounds that have been given to ones here on Earth. Yes, a lot of light has come in. You're going to see more. There's something here about the placements of the planets as well, having an influence here. Okay. Interesting. So it's further back, I guess, than I thought, because I swore it was in this book, but I'm not saying it. Interesting, because now I flip the page again in my journal, and the only thing that I'm seeing is waiting on go time. It's like the universe has been waiting on go time. It's crazy how I just channeled a bunch of messages, just flipping through my notebook. They're showing me what to say. So cool. Don't get confused, and don't let yourself think. Let me tell you something. This rock that we live on called Earth, it shits fucking crystals and diamonds, baby. Platinum and diamonds is what Earth shits. It's not going to fucking be destroyed. Don't think it's going to be destroyed. It will not be destroyed. It will always be. It will always be for any foreseeable future that you're here, for sure, and many generations to come. There is a global reset happening. Some people are going to be in fear. And you know what? What God is going to push them to do is go into self-development mode, which is where all of us have been for so long. We've been, well, there's nothing we could do about that out there. Let me just work on me. Funny. It's part of this trading places thing that's happening. There's a soft rollout of Gesara and Nesara coming, and it's in this loan forgiveness, debt forgiveness. You're going to see that expand. You're going to see that expand. What's at the bottom of the deck here? The Ten of Swords. Yeah. The end of a situation. The death of an idea, a situation, or a person. In this case, it's the end of the old way. The end of the old guard. The end of the fucking luck that was put on the magnetics that caused every time you tried, every time you put your efforts, it just seemed like it went to shit. You couldn't get ahead. You could never get on top of it. It was wild. Watch as the universe, as God, as Gaia is in support of this higher vibration. Because, honey, if you can't match your vibration that Gaia is on and Gaia has raised its vibration, you will vibrate your ass off of this planet. And that's what you're going to see a lot of in whatever form and fashion it happens. A lot of people have signed up for it. A lot of people have signed up for it. You're going to see consequences and repercussions for choices that people made where they gave their freedom up. They gave up their rights. They gave up the right to be sovereign over their own bodies to fear. I hear to fear. So what's the message here? We're talking about the soft rollout of Nesara and Gesara. What's the message? We got the alchemy deck here. Let's get going on some of these oracle cards. We've pulled the message here. We got a yes on the 9th card. 9, that's it. That's the final. That's the final step, honey. That's the final step, is the number 9, right? So let's see what we have. We have sublimation. Oh, I know a little bit about sublimation as far as clothes production. When we did sublimation artwork, so sublimation is where you have like an all over print all over a whole piece of clothing. It's the same print all over everything. That was sublimation print versus spot printing, where you just have something in the center, here, there, or there. Sublimation, it's across everything. And in this, I see this piece, but this white bird, it's a peace bird to me. It's flying. And I don't see it so much when I stare at it in my face, but I see it here when I look at it in the camera. That looks like a pinnacle. That looks like a pinnacle. Mm-hmm. Hold on one second. All right, so sublimation. It's card 47. 47. There's something here in the number 47. 4 plus 7 equals 11. 11. Justice. Justice. Tarot card of justice. And you don't reduce it. It's a master number. Okay. It's an initiation point. Let's see what the book has to say about the sublimation. Let's see what the book has to say about the sublimation. So, 47. Hold on. No, that's not 47. Excuse me. I read the Roman numeral wrong. It's 67. Okay. So 67. Both are messages. That's why I saw 47. They say you mistranspose the numbers. Okay. 67 is the number of the card, actually. So 6 and 7 makes 13. That's a fucking death card. The message is still the same. It's one and the same. The end of the old guard, the end of the old day, the end of the old fucking system. It's here. LXVII. Oh, I almost did it again. Hold on. I'm almost there, guys. Flip. Oh, wow. It's like the last, is that the, no, it's not the last one. Okay, sublimation, here we go. Elevation, rising, flight. Sublimatio is the great alchemical operation of air. It occurs when there is enough heat to change a solid substance into gas, causing it to rise up, and away. Therefore, when sublimation is present, there is an aspect of celebrated elevation. Ding, ding, ding. Celebrated elevation. Celebrated elevation. They said highlight of ascending above and gaining a greater perspective. Birds in flight, mountain peaks, ladders, and balloons are sublimatio images. As with all the operations, sublimatio has a shadow potential. Through ascension, there is a risk of separating from others, of sensing oneself higher or above. The risk is particularly great in spiritual traditions that offer a linear model of achievement. The divine alchemist rises humbly and supports the upliftment of others, always in touch with the cycle of humanity. Service is the natural balancing agent for sublimatio. It may be the next rung on your ladder. So, the divine alchemist rises humbly and supports the upliftment of others. In touch with the cycles of humanity. Service, honey. It's time to be of service. Hold on. So, they talked about the shadow aspect, where one puts themselves above another. This is not about being greater than or lesser than. This is about we're all, as I recently watched the Black Panther, he went to the UN at the end of the movie, and he talked about the illusion of separation between us as peoples. And he talked about realizing that we are one nation of humanity. We're all brothers and sisters. There's something here about that. Okay. If you understand that we are one humanity, the more better for one, the better for all. While there's been those who have separated themselves, put themselves above, and they've managed to keep others below, using the wealth and the power in an imbalanced fashion. Okay, that shit is changing. It's changing. So where you get, they said, wherever you get put in a position of power and wealth, remember humanity. Remember, that as quick as it's given, it can be taken away. Watch how you use your wealth. Interesting. Then now they're showing me the personal reading that I just did yesterday for one of our viewers who has come into some wealth. And it came out in her reading, and I see now her reading has a tie to the collective in this way, because it came out in her reading that she is on the front leading edge of the physical experience of the redistribution of the balance of wealth and power. And of course, those around her are fucking pissed off because they didn't get the wealth. But hold on, they were tapped into it the whole time. All they had to do was ask, and daddy handed it over. Well, those days are over because the daddy is dead. With all due respect. Likewise, this it's time for balancing. It's time for balancing. It's time for a balanced masculine and feminine energy to take up their position with the good for all humanity. And this is why there is being a redistribution of power and wealth at this time. The book also says disassociation is an example of the sublimatio in shadow. When this card appears, reconnect with the feelings you'd rather avoid. Be with them rather than rising above them. Be with your feelings. This is the only way to transmute them. You can't change it if you won't acknowledge it. Quantum science says if you look at an object, it vibrates differently. It changes its frequency. With your focus, the frequency of what you're focused on changes. Masaru Emoto proved that with his rice and water experiments. I have shared those to the community tabs. How many times? Put your hand up if you watch Masaru Emoto. Put I love water in the comments, okay, with your hand up, yeah? Because if you've seen the experiments, he took 3 different beakers. He filled them with a little bit of rice, and he topped them off with water. And on one, he put an ugly word. On one, he put a pretty word. On the other, he fucking ignored it. And then I hear my friend saying, I'm a linguist. I hear my friend saying, I'm a linguist. And the 2 most powerful words I know are thank you. And I think those might be the words that Mr. Emoto, who now is connected to all of us in the spirit realm, used on the beautiful word beaker, if I remember correctly. It's been a little while since I myself saw the video. If I remember, he put thank you on there. And the 3 beakers, he left them sit there with the words on the beakers the whole time. And the one that had the ugly word, it got really ugly, moldy, disgusting looking. The one that was ignored was the ugliest. And the one that had the pretty words on it, the way it described it, I never forget, it said it started to ferment like rice wine. It started to ferment and bubble. It was a golden color. It had no mold. It had no mildew. It had no rottage to it. The power of our words is everything. So, speaking this new, I would encourage all of us at this point to be thankful and grateful for the redistribution of wealth and power to bring balance to earth. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. They said, work those words, girl. They said, work those words, girl. Yeah, absolutely. So thankful and grateful for the redistribution of wealth and power to bring balance for all humanity here on earth, that we could all live our sovereign lives and be able to have a place to live and a food to eat and entertainment and be able to raise our children. Yeah, as we were designed to. Yeah, absolutely. And anything that doesn't allow that, would you like to uncreate and destroy right now? Yes, yes. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magic I am. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magic I am. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magic I am. Yes, and it's done. It's already been done. All we do is add some more focus to it, add some more energy to it. Yes, okay. Now, digging a little bit deeper onto your personal experience, they want you to remember that you are made of water. So speak beautifully. What did he call it? Hold on, I've got a note here. Alignment. Assemblage point. Assemblage point. Assemblage point. So thankful and grateful for the perfect reset to my assemblage point. So thankful and grateful for the perfect reset to my assemblage point. You all need that. I am so thankful and grateful for the perfect reset to my assemblage point, as it was divinely designed. Amen. Abracadabra. Why not? Put some magic words on that. Okay. Back to this. Sublimation. So it's not about making one above the other. It's about supporting the upliftment of others. That's what this is about. All humanity deserves to have a fucking fighting chance. You know what I'm saying? A chance where they don't fucking have to fight to live. There's some fucking dirt. There's a fruit. Go take the seeds, plant the seeds in the dirt, and let the shit grow and eat. You know, I've always wondered, why is it that in our cities, they have, for example, here in Las Vegas, we've got all these fruitless palms that don't provide shade. They don't do shit. All they do is make it look like, well, first off, the palms are not natural to this area, is what I learned. They are imported. So, yeah. Why don't they have the food that grows natural? Why isn't the city watering that instead of some fruitless? Oh, because it fucks with their monetary system, right? So I encourage you, if you have a yard and maybe you have a gate, maybe you don't have a gate, why not plant edibles? Not brownies, fool. Fruits and vegetables. Where, you know, if a neighbor needs something, well, there's plenty there. Just grab something. Ain't nobody got to starve. What would happen if in our world, if that was what all the, you got them in your city too. I don't give a fuck what country you live in. The whole world has it. Where in the middle of the city, there's a tree. The city owns it. The state owns it. Whatever. It's just growing there by itself. What if all that gave food? Well, how would that change for people? Imagine all the homeless people that are down there, down around Main Street over here in Las Vegas, could just grab fucking oranges. They might get tired of oranges, but damn. Oh, they say citrus doesn't grow here. That's a fucking lie. That's a lie. It grows here. It grows here. Trust me. It grows here. I've seen it. My friend got a lemon tree in his backyard. Gives up. It's a little tiny lemon tree. Gives off these big, beautiful, bright yellow lemons all the time. So many that he's giving us big old bagfuls, and it's not just to me, to several of us. I'm just saying, there's so many simple things that we could do to help support others. But we were talking about a reset. Yeah, all of these types of ideas are coming through, and that's the idea of this reset. Like, hold on, we have all these resources. Let's spread it around a little bit. What would happen if we did this differently? Yeah. So let's get our next card out. We're going to go into the archetype cards. Just kind of a little bit everywhere with this right now. I'm just talking about a bunch of stuff that I haven't talked about, and apparently it's time. Okay. Here we go. People and insurance companies don't want fruit trees to shade sideways roadsides and parking lots. Well, of course not, because that's going to limit their economic power, right? Spread the wealth around a little bit. Fuck. Well, god dang. Well, I don't care what the fuck they want. I see a world where whatever grows naturally can feed everybody. I see a world where if there's a fucking house and you need one, go get your ass in it. Nobody's in it? Okay, cool, take it. I see a world where if there's land there and you need a fucking place to rest your head, nobody's going to kick you off of it. Just go lay there. I see a world, you know what I'm saying, where you could build your house because nobody's claimed this plot of land. That's how it used to be back in the old days. You just used to stake out your territory, but, you know, plot your land, and then it was yours. Oh, but we have rights to the land, right? Because somebody owns the land. Oh, wow, I didn't know you could take ownership of Earth. I wonder how Gaia feels about that. I wonder how Gaia feels about it. These motherfuckers giving away land deeds. I own me. What the fuck do they think they are? Okay, I'm just saying. These are just some of my thoughts, okay? But everything out of my mouth during the message, we already said, co-signed by the divine. Hello. What do we have? The castle. XLII. So that would be 43. The castle. Interesting. Let's see what we have. I heard storm the castle. No, we're not going to fucking storm the castle. We don't have to. We don't fucking have to. But let's see what we have coming out here. What is the message here? Let's see. The castle. The palace. The penthouse. The fortress. It's no wonder fairy tales tell of sleeping princesses within castle walls. Like most archetypes, a castle is loaded with duality. It represents abundant riches, seductive fantasy, ornate wonders, and lavish adornments. Yet the walls are thick, cold, and shadowy. This card points to a tendency to hold on to possessions, quite possibly a literal home, or position that project the image of achievement, while the soul longs to run barefoot in the forest, leaving it all behind. At times, we must settle down, yet the castle lulls us with its spell of materialism. And if we fall asleep to our deepest dreams, the castle can be a motivating force, an enchanting goal to travel towards, but it's best not to linger within its walls of decadent deception for too long. And it says when, like, visiting your throne of power. They said, stop there. Visiting your throne of power. So your throne of power, how will you use it? Will you utilize it in order to help uplift humanity? Well, it's time for us to visit our throne of power. What do we have in our power to do? Okay. What do we have in our power to do? How can you use your power? Visit your throne of power. What are you giving your power away to? Look, I'm telling you, this is a message about the rebalancing of wealth and power. Now, hold on a second, because I have this affirmation that I got. I renounce all spells and curses all other energies have cast upon me. I am a sovereign creator of my existence. I am in all ways healthy and wealthy in this physical plane and all other levels and dimensions. Opportunities will always show themselves to me. I am the creator in physical form. Said out loud 3 times in a row, 3 times a day for 3 weeks. 333 energy. My favorite part, I am the creator in physical form, because each of us, and it's funny how this information came to me twice. Once from my friend's mouth and once from, where did it come from? The reading, the fucking reading. It came from the next deck I was just about to pull out, the Pleiadian Oracle. Which card was it? It came out and it was talking about how each of us are basically cells of the creator energy. We are all cells of what the creator is, if you look at each of you as a cell of the creator, all very necessary, all divine, part of the all that is, there's something here. It's like the way they're showing me right now, the balance of wealth and power being so imbalanced over so long. You know what they're showing me is somebody, you know, when I was a kid, you see how I wear the rubber bands on my wrist all the time because you see it's helpful. I pull all that hair back, right? But when I was a kid, I didn't know that like it was a bad idea if they were too tight because you could like hurt yourself. You start to lose the blood, the circulation, right? So there's something here about that's what's happened with this imbalance of power. They're in hoarding the wealth and the power for themselves and not utilizing it to empower humanity and uplift others. They've literally been cutting off their own flow. They don't know it, but you leave that band around there long enough, cut it off long enough, and that limb will die. But see, we're talking about one divine. We're talking about a oneness. Nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to do it. When the shit starts to go numb, you're going to take that rubber band off. Guess what? It's time for the rubber band to come off. They've been trying to restrict the flow. It's time to come off. It's time for it to come off. So, and I'm talking about the balance of wealth and power, and I'm looking, and there's somebody trying to message me about some kind of money stuff. And I'm just like, okay, look, interesting the way the synchronicities show up. All right. What do we have from the Pleiadian Oracle for today's message? Let's keep going down this rabbit hole. I'm excited to see what else is going to come out. All right. Let's see what we got in the comments. Jeremy saw a TED Talk yesterday. Now, with new videos of neuron cells communicating with each other. Well, that's just it. That's why, what do I tell you? I do this to empower humanity. Empowering humanity is my fucking goal. That's why I do hours and hours of readings every day to empower humanity, no matter what situation comes out. Why? I've said it before and I'm saying it again, because I know that the more empowered each one of us is, the more empowered humanity is as a whole. Each one of us that chooses the path of empowerment, of authenticity, it raises the vibration for all humanity. Okay? What do we have from the Pleiadian Oracle? Universal Knowledge, card number 11. Interesting. Now, that number 9 is showing up to me as I look at it, but it's number 11. That was where I saw the number. I had mistransposed the numbers in my mind. And we got the 11, right? And then we calculated it correctly, added them up correctly, and then we got the 13. It's a death card. I said it's all the same energy, right? Now we have the 11 showing up here, universal knowledge. Now, what I'm seeing for those of you listening on Wisdom, shout out to the Wisdom app. I see all your love going up. Thank you. We see the image. It's a silhouette of a man. He's tiny in the distance. He's walking along this sand dune. And you can see all the universe, all the cosmos up ahead in the skyline. It's a darker sky. It looks like dusk. It looks like dusk. Yes. Now, what I'm noticing about the footprints is they've been slowly getting to the peak of this dune. It's like a line right down the center of the sand dune. But the thing is, the footsteps are still on the shadow side of the mountain. And all I see is it takes one step to step onto the light side of the mountain. There's a big, and there's that number 9 energy that was coming through. There's a huge shift. It's like, it's the rollout. As this rollout comes through, and there's so much in this imagery, man. We've been walking in the darkness to get to the top of this dune and to shift over into a lighter energy. But yeah, this crossover has to happen. This shift has to happen. And it's like, I see this dude, he's choosing to walk on the top. But he's still on the shadow side. But there's light where he's stepping. It's like, it's a more balanced image of the coloration is more balanced there. Okay, so definitely a balancing is happening. Let's get into the book and see universal knowledge. Okay, and I said, didn't I already touch on that? I said, you know what? Earth is in a universe where balance must be met. The universe will correct any imbalance. The universe will correct an imbalance. Okay, from the book, what do we have? There has been a great... Shut up. There has been a great deception on your planet that has resulted in the masses losing touch with the greater story of their star ancestry. Covered up by false education, colonization, and a corrupt media conglomerate, the human race has been led to believe that they have simply evolved from apes. Although the genetical makeup of the Homo sapiens has many similarities to this species, there is also many flat-out deceptions that have been infused by false powers to create a block into fully understanding one's true star origins and the truth of why one is here. In order then to tap into this greater universal story, it is paramount that one detoxes from all colonized history and education systems that places emphasis on Western knowledge while discrediting other sources. In particular, this opportunity to tune into the library that is themselves. Pause on the book. What I'm hearing is we talked about it a lot here. And maybe it wasn't the best use of words because they're saying it's not about evolving. It's about remembering what you are. You don't have to evolve into it. You were it before you got here. You will always be it. That's all you can possibly fucking be. It's about recognizing what you are, recognizing your authentic divine nature. What needs to be changed is the removal of the false illusions, the programs, the filters, the limiting beliefs that have been pumped to you, fed to you, programmed to you through the fucking programming, which now has a different coding running across it. It's talking about love and peace and happiness. Yes, this is part of the new energy. Okay, keep going. Press play on the book. Here in the temple of the self rests soul and genetic knowledge that is held in one's DNA. Know that your DNA is a data bank to your species story, and no matter the outside manipulation, the truth can never be taken from within. Yes. The card of universal knowledge arrives when there is a greater story that needs to be presented, which is currently being withheld. Yes. Now is the time to question. Seek beyond what is told and explore the truth of what you think you know. Do not fall blindly into any narratives of what is presented and trust your gut on what may or may not feel right. The star guides are imploring you to not blindly follow what others are saying in this moment, but tap into your reservoirs of self-knowing. An alternative meaning of this card can indicate stepping out of the mind and into the heart. Make this a moment to break free from the confinement of mental loops and enter into the freedom of presence. Self-knowledge always prevails. Additional meanings are deception, depth, revealings, independence, truth, free thinking, questioning the situation. Yes, there are a lot of revealings that are going to come out. There are a lot of revealings that are going to come out. A lot. Some of you have heard of Epstein's Island. What'd you think about that? How did you feel about that when you saw your world politicians and some of your favorite musicians, actors, and actresses, that they were all partaking in activities that involves child molestation and sex trafficking? How did that make you feel? Did you acknowledge it? Or do you think did you believe it? Did you acknowledge it? Like, the shit is real. They killed the dude to try to hide information. You know what I'm saying? Our world is changing. It's a lot of change happening. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. A lot. Okay? A lot is changing. Get ready. Okay? Get ready for it. Well, I'm being guided to pull out the Oracle of Shadows and Light. What's the message? What is the message that you have for us for today's download about the soft rollout of Nesara and Gesara? The deception is about to be revealed, honey. The deception is about to be revealed. There's some lies. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. But it's in your divine right. You're part of this divine body. It's in your divine right. Let's see what's the most valuable message you have here. Thank you. The sewer mermaid, your sensuality is beautiful, is coming out. So let's see what the book has to offer about this as it and how it applies to the situation we're discussing here. Okay. It's card number 25. High Priestess, Hierophant, 2 and 5. 2 and 5 makes 7. Okay. The Chariot energy. Okay. So right now there's this innate knowing. There's a spiritual download. There's a spiritual knowing. Okay. About the change, the Hierophant, the divine has spoke up and said, this is about to happen. Okay. And the 7, talking about overcoming of challenges and difficulties. Give me just 1 second, please. Okay. So let's see what we have with the sewer mermaid. All right, about the sewer mermaid. When the sewer mermaid swims in, she is here to remind you of the treasures that you may have labeled bad and perhaps pushed away, forced underneath. We often have negative thoughts that we are too short, too tall, our thighs are too large, our breasts too small, our hair not right, our face not pretty enough. We speak to ourselves in negative ways and we begin to feel we are not good enough. And when this takes place, the result can be that we begin to create negative experiences, blockages, and difficulties. We push people away rather than attract them. We hide for fear that what others see will not be good enough. But this mermaid of the hidden spaces is here to show you that your dark thoughts have told you lies about your great beauty. You are your own self, and all that you are is perfect, whole, and complete. The sewer mermaid says that you may try to push her away and refuse to believe that you are beautiful. But when you are ready, she will swim to you and free you from all the harmful negative thoughts and experiences, all the sewage. You will begin to believe that no matter what, you are a beautiful being, healthy, attractive, and one who deserves love, respect, and affection. She speaks. I'm here to show you how to believe in yourself, that you are attractive, beautiful, and worthy of love and respect. I will show you how to see your body as a place of health, delight, and strength, and I will never go away or die. No matter what you have been told, no matter what you have told yourself, and no matter what your society has told you. Let's clean up your physical and mental acts. Let's love all aspects of the physical self. Let us not criticize and hate ourselves, no matter our shape, size, or differences. We are all unique expressions of the divine, and that truth most certainly applies to you. Let us not be ashamed anymore. Let us celebrate who we are and learn to love the differences and be grateful for all that we have, are, and will be. The divination message. Part of you that is natural and beautiful, most likely your body and appearance has been influenced by thoughts and ideas about it being unworthy, unhealthy, and perhaps even dirty. So a part of you has had to evolve and exist in a less than healthy way. It's time to clean up your act, not of your natural looks, but of the way you have thought about yourself. Something beautiful has been treated badly. It is now up to you to begin to reframe your ideas and thoughts and therefore your experiences of yourself, your body, your worth, your ability to attract others, and to see yourself as worthy of love, respect, and consideration. Let this strong survivor mermaid show you how to love yourself and your appearance again and rise above the rubbish and stink of negative conditioning regarding your beautiful body and unique self. You are beautiful and very worth loving. This is the only truth that must be told at this time. And every time I'm reading about the body and appearances, they're replacing it in my mind's eye with money and finances. You've been taught that money is dirty. Only bad people have money. The wealthy, disrespect. There's been so many experiences, bad experiences with money. Money is the root of all evil and all the rest of that shit. And Spirit's like, get rid of those ideas. Get rid of those ideas. You're not worthy of it. You can't have it. It's not for you, whatever. You are the child of the divine creator of all that ever is, was, were, be, could be. Begin to accept that there's a reset coming. Things are going to work out beautifully here for you. Okay? And it's okay for you to have. It's okay for you to be able financially and every other way. It is okay. It is right. And there has been a deception. The book did talk about deception and programming of false ideas, limiting beliefs. That definitely applies. Okay. What else? Let's go into the Starseed Oracle next. Yeah, there's going to be some confusion about this because some people, they think money is a dirty thing because it's been in the hands of dark energies, more in their awareness for so long, and they've bought the idea that it's not for them. They can't have it. It's a struggle, you know, every day, living check to check, all that shit, just over broke. All these ideas do not serve you well. It's time to stop reinforcing them. It's time to stop buying into them. That will definitely be a good idea for you. Also, it's like this, what they've done with it has not been pretty. But that's why there's a reset. And also, when I saw this card, I couldn't help but see the hostages of these dark-minded individuals who do grotesque rituals with other humans. We talked a little bit about it. Who are being freed from captivity, freed from caves and tunnels and dark places where they've been held against their will. Some of them don't even know that there's something else out there. They have an idea, they've heard about it, but they've never seen it. If you ever have the chance to meet somebody who was held in captivity, who is now freed from captivity, be gentle with them. This is why you're here, to be kind and considerate and compassionate. Yeah. Let's see what we have from the Starseed Oracle. Lifting the veil. I tell you, the deception is being removed. Lifting the veil. Questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. This is what's happening on Earth for humanity with this soft rollout. It's just the beginning of an unveiling. Lifting the veil. Let's see what page is this card on in the book. Oh, yeah, we're going all into the book today, ain't we? Yeah, it's going to be good. It's good so far. Lifting the veil is on page 86. 8 is the strength card. 6 is the lover's card. Power, and decisions. Decisions. Okay. And connections of power. God is going to choose where the power goes. The universe. Okay, there's a reset here. Okay. Questioning everything. Things aren't always as they seem. This era is one of uncovering mistruths so that we can remember ancient truths. Everything is in a state of recall and realignment. Anything that isn't in harmony with the planet will not survive. This goes for society and the world at large, as well as in our own lives. God dang, on point. If you pull this card, you're being called to energetically scan your life for things that may no longer be a vibrational match for you and for who you are and how you've grown. To dismantle the systems and ways of being that once served you and others but no longer do. Some starseeds are here to lift the veil between the seen and unseen worlds, to shine a light on things that are inauthentic or unaligned with the survival and well-being of Earth, to stand for and protect those who don't have a voice, to look deeper and question everything that previous generations did not. Some starseeds cannot tolerate things that aren't congruent. They're here to bring society and humanity back into harmony with the planet and the Creator at large. If we tolerate things in our life that aren't aligned and congruent with it, we add to the misalignment of the planet. You are being called to trust yourself, notice what's out of alignment, and then take the baby steps required to bring it back into harmony. This is no easy feat, but it is so worthwhile, both individually and for the planet. Hello, there is a reset coming because some shit is not in alignment with the planet or for humanity. So the veil is being lifted. Hello. Perfect. Let's go to the Work Your Light. Work Your Light up next. What do we have from the Work Your Light Oracle for our message today? Soft rollout of Nesara, Gesara. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And it's flaming. Hold on. This wand is all fire, baby. It's all fire. Okay, it talked about old systems that no longer work. Yeah, the old system, the old financial system no longer fucking works. I mean, if there's this finite amount of money, they just keep producing more. Thank you. Hold on a minute. Let me look back at my notes real quick. Yeah. So in Nesara, gold will once again back the dollar. Money will be backed by gold like it used to be back in the day. Interesting. They've just been printing out more and more and more, and there's nothing backing it like it used to. I learned that in school. That's been for a long time. I don't know when it stopped. I don't have those facts. Somebody might know them. Feel free to fact check it and put it in the comments. Somebody knows that off the top of their fucking head. Probably my friend. Okay. But it will return to a gold-backed system, okay? It's already happened in certain places. It's already happened in certain places, okay? It's a global reset. Yeah. To bring power and financial freedom to those who are most worthy and deserving of it, because the universe has been watching. God has been watching everything. And God don't like ugly. And what the shit these folks have done is ugly. And it's Judgment Day, baby. It's fucking Judgment Day. 2020, judgment, double judgment. As you judge. We said it. It came out in September of 2020. As you judge yourself, if you feel like you got to be sneaky, hiding, deceptive, manipulative, or duplicitous in your actions to try to cover up what you're really doing, now you know you're up to some shit that's no good. If you can't just be upfront about what the fuck you're doing, oh yeah, you got consequences and repercussions coming for that shit right quick in a hurry. Yeah, right quick in a hurry. And that's what the fuck is going on here. That's what the fuck is going on here. It was an automatic reset. It's already done, guys. We're just watching it unfold, okay? From the Work Your Light Oracle, how can you work your light in this situation, warrior woman? Have you answered your deepest calling? Stand in your truth. Tell the truth. If you know, talk. Share. Do not be quieted. Be willing to stand for what is truth. I hear be willing to stand for what is truth. The warrior woman is on page 56. That's Hierophant and Lover's energy. The universe, God, making that decision. Okay, making that call for the greater good. Okay. You are here for a reason. You are being called to bravely pave a path. Have you answered your highest and deepest calling? Living a heart and soul-fed life is not all fluffy and smooth sailing. Living a heart and soul-fed life requires courage to triumph over fear. So often our fears are the gatekeepers to our greatest gifts. And the more resistance we have toward answering a call, the more important it is to our soul's growth. Sometimes fear is an indication that we are facing the right way. Joan of Arc was known for her courage and her famous line, "I'm not afraid. I was born to do this." But the thing about courage is that it's not possible without fear. So if you're feeling afraid, what is needed is courage. And courage comes from living from the heart. Think of your fears as opportunities to expand rather than things that are holding you hostage. If you look at your fears in this light, then, as uncomfortable as it might feel, It's actually a sign that you are on the right track. Have you answered your deepest calling? Like I said, a lot of people are going to be in fear. And we already channeled. Let your truth go in front of you, baby. Speak your truth. Tell the truth. Honesty is the best policy. I heard honesty is the best policy. And did you know that you could decline to answer? You don't have to just tell all your business so you don't want to tell. That's a motherfucking answer too. Hello, that's a motherfucking answer too, just so you know. But here's the thing. Be brave, honey. It's time to put on your brave heart. It is time to be bold, courageous, and brave as we move forward. These changes are happening. The veil is being lifted. It's affecting our entire world, our entire society. Major changes. People are going to be fucking freaking out. I mean, what do you think is going to happen when all these people that've been doing dirt, they involved in sex trafficking, and you didn't know? You didn't know your neighbor was involved in sex trafficking. Oh, but he drives such a nice car. He seems like such a nice guy. So did R. Kelly. He made a great song. And I'm not going to fucking sing it, talking about love and dancing. It's a great song, got a great vibe. But you know, he's a motherfucking pedophile and a rapist, and he holds women hostage, and he treats them like crap. Oh, yeah, and he was doing that with teenagers. And the motherfucker got away with it. Yeah, a lot of people that hold positions and it's like they're trying to show it's a great cover. It's a great cover. Huh. Like, did you know that Planned Parenthood is one of the best ways that they find to kill the babies and steal the babies? No, they didn't really kill them. They stole the babies. And the ones that were dead, they take them too. They don't give a fuck. Living, dead, they just take the babies. Did you know that social services kidnaps more kids from their parents and they just disappear? Didn't you hear about all those people that came here? What was it, from like Nicaragua or Salvador or some shit like that? Parents separated from children, never to be reunited again. What the fuck? It's got to change. It's being changed. The veil is being lifted. This information is coming out. Okay. Yep. We're talking. Oh, we talking. Don't worry. I'm blessed, safe, and protected no matter where I am in my skin at all times, on all dimensions, in all space. Hello. I'm under grace. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. So let's go into the numerology deck next and see what else wants to come out about this, because this is the shit's about to go down. It had to happen spiritually first. Remember, we always talk about it happens first spiritually, then it solidifies down into physicality. Because we're seeing these changes in our physicality, that's why I said it's done, it's already done. It was done first in the spiritual realm. It had to be accomplished by the dominant vibration. Okay, the dominant vibration. Here's the thing about positive and negative vibrations. It takes a less percentage of positive vibrations to be the dominant vibration. And they keep blaring the number at me, 35%. It happened when humanity hit 35% of the higher vibration. When 35% of humanity hit the highest vibration, yeah, that's all it took to topple. It was a critical tipping point. They're saying the critical tipping point, because one high vibe, and I've showed this so many times on the channel. God, I have it saved in my favorites on my phone. One positive thought, one being in a state of peace, in a state of love, in a state of joy, negates the negative energy of thousands, in some cases, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and even millions of other people in a low vibration. This is why we do what we do, to help you feel empowered, to raise your vibration, to learn to transmute these energies and not to be rocked by the seas of life. Yeah, to be a rock and not to roll. Hello? To stand firm in your character, be true to who and what you are. Let's see what we have from the numerology deck. What's the most valuable message you have today? Perseverance. It says stick it through, baby. I heard stick it through. You gotta stick it through. Just persevere. The changes are gonna come. People are gonna be fucking freaking out. It's card number 4, giving me that Emperor energy again. God is in everything right now. Hello? God is in everything right now. The fucking Emperor is here. Okay. Let's see what we have from this book about perseverance. This card indicates a time to keep moving forward as you strive to achieve your hopes and dreams, because despite your current challenges, success is well within your reach. You are never given more than you can handle, and you have the strength and ability to make it through. So face your challenges head on with determination, courage, and faith. With perseverance and persistence, you can make your dreams come true. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to cultivate mental resilience and stability, since a calm and stable mind creates a calm and stable life. Make yourself aware of the negative thoughts and beliefs that are currently influencing you, and muster up the strength to develop a positive state of mind. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to persevere through your obstacles and challenges. Call on heavenly assistance when you need it, and have faith in your ability to create an exceptional life. With perseverance and persistence, I create an exceptional life. Persevere. Some shit is about to go down. It's been going down. It's not done yet. It is not fucking done yet. Yeah. Cycles are changing. You've got to have the resilience to be a rock and not to roll. We just said that. Don't let everything come here and come into your experience externally and change who you are. You got to stay in your character. You decide who you're going to be. And it's happening everywhere. I know that the sublimation card, the book said nothing about sublimation printing, but my background in printing says this is happening all over planet Earth. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely happening all over. Persevere on the path. Challenges are coming. You know how to be calm, cool, and collected. We had a reading that was called Calm, Cool, and Collected a while back. Calm, cool, and collected through the changes. As the veil is lifted, it's going to send some people, it could even make you uneasy because it's uncomfortable. It's different. Change is uncomfortable. It's different. It's a different energy. It's going to take a while to settle into this. Persevere on your path. You've been focused on that thing that you do that benefits all humanity, how you embrace your power, how you speak about the truth, how you're out here teaching, learning, okay, helping others with everything that you're learning and teaching. About the authentic nature of the self, about what is truly of value, revealing the truth behind the deceptions, mass deceptions. One of these cards we just read about even talked about fucking mass media. Watch out if the mainstream news is telling you something, watch out. Just watch out. Just watch out, okay? Shit is changing. Shit is changing. Even on the television screen, shit is changing. They already showed me that. But watch out. You know, your spirit is going to let you know what is real and what is not, okay? There's a duality. You're about to see the other side of something here. All right. From the Soul Journey lesson cards, what is going on? What is the most valuable message you have to lend to this download today? Please and thank you. What is the most valuable message? Interesting. So interesting today. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Don't freak out if you see a financial reset happening, because it's happening and it's going to grow and it's going to expand and it's going to be all encompassing before it's done. We're only at the leading edge of this. There's more to come. There is more to come. This is just the beginning. This is just the tippy tip of the iceberg that's going to be revealed. So much more is coming out. I hear groundbreaking change. It's never been done on Earth this way before. And this macro experience. Thank you. Mass experience, macro experience. It comes with an unveiling of the authentic self. It comes with spiritual awareness. It's like all those filters and programmings are being peeled back. And this is just part of it. The financial and power reset on Earth is just part of it. It's a physical expression of an inward change, okay? Of an inward change that has gotten enough collective momentum and energy behind it to tip the scales for it to become a collective experience. Look at that. So as we're all focused on this, I told you it was a fucking breakthrough. Didn't I tell you it was a fucking breakthrough? The breaking trail card comes flying out as we're all talking about this right now. A breakthrough is at hand. I'm telling you. Oh boy, how does it get any clearer than this? We got one more deck we're going to use today. And then I'm going to go into your Alpha and Omega messages. Jeremy, I'm calling you out. Do you have a question for today, or would you like a general? You'll be our one that I do today. So let's see. I'm going to shuffle up now the playing Oracle Crystal reading cards. Let's see what else comes out. Okay. Thank you. What's the most valuable message that you have? Now, somebody here, you like to work with crystals a lot. That's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. They want you to remember that you are the power. The crystal is the amplifier. Don't give your power to the amplifier. Do not give your power to the amplifier. You are the power. You are the source of it. It amplifies you. Yes, it has its own vibration. Yes, it is a living entity. However, it amplifies what you are. So let's see, what do we have for our final message here? And before I do our Alpha and Omega, I'm going to address Jeremy's general. Okay, because he asked for a general. So I didn't even look up. It says for Jeremy's general. Okay, because somehow whatever comes out for Jeremy personally is going to resonate with the rest of you. That's the way this is working. That's what they've revealed to me. Now, the final card that came out interesting, and I heard debt forgiveness. Yep, pink tourmaline, forgiveness. All debts cleared. That's what's coming up. Forgiveness of all debts. Why? Because there was a fucking deception. It was a fucking deception going on. There was a deception going on. Now that that's all being revealed, they seeking forgiveness. I heard, they're going to try to make amends. They're going to try to pay you off to make amends. What the heck? Oh my goodness. All right, let's read about this pink tourmaline. Somebody here, you're looking for the right crystal for you. Right now, you were thinking about that before the reading, before this happened. You've been like, I wonder what crystal I need. Okay, for somebody here, you need this pink tourmaline, okay? The magical beauty of the earth has such a sweet, soft, vibrant energy of unconditional love, inviting you to open your heart fully to its vibration, journey deep within the inner chambers of the heart, arriving at the place of peace where you find forgiveness and freedom of love. Pink tourmaline shares the wisdom of surrender and forgiveness so you can set yourself free from resentment. Breathe its healing vibration into your heart as you connect deeply with unconditional love. You've called this card into your life to remind you it's a powerful time of forgiveness. There may be a current situation in your life that is calling for a deeper level of forgiveness, or you could be encouraged to delve deeper into forgiveness of yourself. Finding the strength to truly forgive sets you free from the chains of pain you wrap around yourself throughout life. Holding on to resentments about a person and others only hurts one person, and that's you. In truth, the only way to forgive someone or something is to first forgive yourself. The act of forgiveness comes when you are prepared to accept that everything in life happens for a reason, and you are the creator of your own reality and life experiences. You always have the power to choose how you deal with life. When you choose to forgive, you invite deep healing into your world. The Divas have appeared to you today to offer you their healing light as you embark on the sacred journey of forgiveness at this powerful time. They encourage you to open your heart fully as you offer up to them all your worries and pains for transformation. The Divas are bathing your heart with their healing medicine of love. Allow your heart to blossom as you open to the true meaning of forgiveness and experience the love and beauty that exists within you. It's time to surrender and forgive. And as we forgive your debtors, as you forgive your debtors, forgive your debtors and forgive your debts. Okay, something about that. There was something. The Lord's Prayer has something about that. Okay, so this is what we have for you. I'm gonna grab a deck for Jeremy. Okay, they said the Mother Peace Round Tarot for Jeremy. Let's see, what is the message for Jeremy at this time? Lucifer's God, you got a perfect message for Jeremy. He's the one you said to call out today, okay, because others are going to find resonance with him. He's got something in his energy that needs to be told right now. One more time, what's the message for Jeremy? Most valuable general message you have to offer for Jeremy. Thank you. The freaking 10 of Wands, huh? The 10 of Wands, okay. They were showing me to pull around it. So below you, you have the 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay, we have the 5 of Swords in reverse in the emotional body, 7 of Cups cocked to the left in your headspace, and in the spirit body, you have the 3 of Discs to the left. The bottom of the deck is the Priest of Discs. So they're saying, Jeremy, you've been doing a lot of that self-development work. Okay, you've reached the end of a cycle. Something, you ended something, you put something to end. This had to do with your childhood, with your past. You've closed out a cycle of the past. You've also closed out some low vibrational toxic connections where people were just disrespecting your spirit. You close that shit out. You're open to learning more. And the cold part about it, but the beautiful part about it, the cold, the warm, the hot, the beautiful spot is that you still think thoughts of love for these people, even though they were to low vibrations, even though they were toxic connections, they were disrespectful to your spirit. They didn't treat you right. They were toxic. They were cross-current energies. You ended those cycles, yet you still offer love, but you do it from a distance. I love you. I'll help you figure it out. Okay, gotta go. Bye. It's like that. You're not engaging. You're not going back to your past no more because you've healed childhood issues. You've healed the past. You've already gone back to your past and healed that in some sort of way. This is important. Now, the 3 of Discs, you're working more with spirit. Okay, you're collaborating with your spirit. You're working with your intuition. You're working with your spirit team. Okay, you're working with the power of thought and spoken word. I'm hearing with thought and spoken word. Are you speaking to your water too? Because I'm getting that energy here for you. Is it because you've been doing it, or is it something you're going to begin to do more of? Okay, this is what I have for you, Jeremy. They're saying success is on this path. Success is on this path. Keep going. You've worked hard to get to this point. Just keep going. They said, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Okay, that's what I got for you, love. That's what I got for you. Okay, good deal. And with every ending, I heard there's a new beginning, honey. There's a new beginning for you. All right. So I want to thank you all for showing up. Let me get you your Alpha and Omega messages from the Guardian Angel Tarot. It's the Moon card energy. This is intuition and insight. Your intuitive abilities are very accurate right now, so you can trust your guidance and to lead you in the right direction. Follow your own insights over the advice of others, and don't allow fear or worry to guide your way. It may be best to keep your secrets to yourself for now. Okay. From the postcard from Spirit, dearest you, do you know how much we love you and want to help you? We are here for you, and we hear you ask for guidance, but you must let go and let us help you. You don't have to do it all. You've done your part, now let us do ours. You would be awestruck if you knew how many strings were pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan, and when you sign up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It's not one-sided. Your desires and plans meet up with those of Spirit. Remember, though, Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out may be quite different from yours. Trust us. Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now let go and let us do the magic. Pay attention to other areas of your life, and before you know it, a miracle will have taken place. We love you so much. Before you know it, you won't be able to see it coming. The Moon card energy talks about more being unveiled. It's like coming out of the dark energy. You got to trust in Spirit. This is just the beginning. I don't know how many years it's going to take completely, but what we do know is this is the beginning of another level of the shift. So much has already happened. So much has already happened. There's so much more still to come. And there is a reset. Okay, this is the soft rollout of it. Okay, this is just the beginning. Some people are going to be upset. Some people are going to be disturbed. Okay, but you know how to stay calm, cool, and collected. Okay, you're in the know. Everybody ain't ready to hear this shit. Give them only what they can handle. Your spirit will tell you when to speak and when to shut the fuck up. That's what I heard. So, until next time, I'm so thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. And I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in, love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.